If I'm in a committed relationship, I want to be 100%. I don't want to be 50, I want to be 40, I want to be all in. So.
To me, the key to being faithful in a relationship is communicating. I think that a lot of people miss how important it is to discuss all facets at the top. So, number one, you got to be able to discuss sex, sexuality, and expectation with your partner. Because if you're not, then people get uncomfortable telling you they're not satisfied. Now, because they're not satisfied, now they're looking for other things. Now they may be making moves to entertain other things, what they're missing. And I think, especially in our community, it is a little taboo to get into what a person is into or not into because you feel like you're going to get judged.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Some girls like to be tied up. Some girls like to be choked. Some girls like to be called bitches. I'm sorry, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't necessarily drawn off that. My hand's kind of big. I ain't necessarily into choking nobody. I don't want to have to explain that. You know what I'm saying? In the worst case scenario. Yeah, because it's hard. I mean, you think about it in perspective. You choke somebody else, you get hurt. What you gonna say?
All right, so I feel like the key to being successful, not successful, faithful.
Right.
So I feel like being faithful in a relationship, any relationship at that, but like a physical, more of an intimate relationship, I feel like you have to be mature enough to have that, you know what I'm saying, to have that stigma to break. Because everybody want to cheat, everybody want to have a lot of girls, a lot of dudes, whatever the case may be. Because you know.
Be ready.
No, yeah, most definitely. That's why I ain't got no girl, because I ain't ready. I ain't really thought. My situation is different, you know what I'm saying? My situation is way different. Like, I do too much stuff, I move around, so it's like, if I'm in a committed relationship, I want to be 100%. I don't want to be 50, I want to be 40, I want to be all in.
To being faithful is honesty. Without it, that one time you lied or one time you keep something from that person, the relationship goes down a hill. You can love that person as much as you want, but like if I'm honest with you and tell you this is what it is, this is where I'm at, it's not like you keeping tabs on me, it's just being honest. If you put yourself in that person's shoes, and if you think you would want to know, just be honest. Like, hey babe, like situation like, hey babe, I ran into my ex. Some people might keep it away, but you just never know who see you, if that person see you. So it's just basically being honest, because if it comes out in the end, it's like, oh, you lied to me. So just be honest. I believe so. Because I've been in that situation where you don't tell something, and then it pops back up, and you be like, oh, you a liar, you this. But it's not that, it's just,
You ain't tell them.
I just ain't tell you. So I would say, if you put yourself in that person's shoes, if like J-Rock, if he got, let's say when he get a girl, and he at a party, girl dancing on him, he don't tell his girl. But you know how girls talk, they see they friends record,
right.
Look at your man up in the club and
trying to scar me.
When he get home, he like, oh baby, it was dead,
Right.
But
when she
look here.
But when she wake up, she like, oh hell no, what's this?
Right.
So it's just being honest. Just being honest. Whatever you think you will want to know, be honest that way.
Omitting is perception. So for me, like in that same scenario, if I'm, somebody dancing with me in this video, like, am I really coming home to tell you that somebody danced with me that night?
Ain't
like,
that serious?
I'm just saying, in the scope of a relationship or what we trying to build, how important is that in the scheme of things? We got bills, we trying to build, we got accounts, we got kids. So me telling you, oh yeah, this chick got up on me and she was twerking. Like, do I really need to have that conversation? Because I'm sure you're not explaining to me every dude that cracked at you throughout the day, because it's not important.
Like, let's just say your girl in the club and somebody's at her and doing all this. It's different. I'll just use that as an example. But let's say your ex on you, or somebody see you with your ex. You would want her to tell you. It's like, oh yeah, babe, I ran into John and we had a drink together, or we had lunch together. You would want her to tell you.
Now see, that's...
Yeah, I'm using an example.
Right, that's a little different. If my girl and her ex-guy went out for lunch, then that probably would be cause for conversation. But if she was, let's say she came to get her hair done, and she was in here, her ex walked in here, and they spoke to each other, right? And somebody saw that, oh, I saw her in the shop talking to her guy. Well, okay, maybe he got his hair done. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it in perspective. Cheating is a selfish act. They ain't got nothing to do with the partner. cheating is all about the individual. When you go out and step outside the relationship, that's your choice. You doing that, you setting the risk, that's your thing. That ain't got nothing to do with them. Now, men and women internalize that act and say, what did I do? Why did she do me like that, right? That's what we naturally do, but you gotta understand, it ain't about me.
Right.
She did what she wanted to do. That was her move.
Sure.
So what I'm supposed to do about it? I mean, you know, it took years for me to get this concept because I done been hurt. But I'm just saying, at this point, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna scream. Okay. That was your move. That's what you wanted to do. Let me play my game. That's chess, right?
Wow. If the case may be somebody's cheating, that's definitely selfish act. I'm not finna lead you to cheat, but you made that decision. Now you gotta, what Beyonce say going up?
Man, I didn't. And you got my scope to give you some background. I was married for 13 years, so my scope is just a little different.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm single now.
Right.
So I'm old enough to govern myself accordingly and manage my time and protect what I'm trying to protect. When you marry, it's a little bit different. And the only reason why is it's more to lose.
Right.
It's more to lose. So you got to protect the risk a little bit different. I don't necessarily, you know, you can have single friends. I'm not saying you can't, but in those situations, you would want your spouse to know and be comfortable with that relationship. So basically, I got a god sister. Okay, been knowing her my whole life. So in order, before I got married, I had to introduce my ex-wife to her, and I had to let them kind of work on the relationship. Now they wasn't buddies and homies, but my ex-wife understood that this is a female that he been drawn off of.
Right.
So let me be cool, and she was. Now she necessarily wasn't cool with her girls, but she was okay with her. So you got to take the good with the bad. Now being single, I think you got to let people manage that themselves. I think you got to be responsible for your end of the relationship, like I got to be responsible for my end. You can say what I couldn't do, that get tricky too, but you would want to not be hanging out with a guy who may handle himself a little reckless. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, April.
I get that. Like me, I grew up with all boys. It was like 3 boys before me, then 3 boys, and then my sister. So I always go towards a whole bunch of men. Like I can hang out with 20 men, but you know, me and relationships before that, they didn't care. You know, they was doing their own thing. But when I stepped into the relationship I'm in now, and every time my phone rang, it was a boy. You know, he like, hold on.
Right.
And I never forget when you was talking one thing. You know, I used to always have a little argument about this. Like, man, that's just Dre. That's just Rob. That's just myself. But he was up, and this is one question, and I took it right from there. He told me, he was just like, you got married friends, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, go talk to them and see if it's okay for you to go to Vegas with 13 dudes.
Right.
With no girls. Like, see if it's okay. And I had to like sit back like, man, would I be okay with him to go out of town with 15 girls? Like, I had to really think about, like, I'm putting myself in his shoes again. Like, okay, and, you know, yeah, them still my guys, still my brothers, still my, but I think about my relationship before I think of, yeah, I'm still gonna talk to y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still gonna hang out with y'all, but I'm also bringing him. If he ain't coming, if he don't wanna go out of town with me and my homies from college, I can't go.
Right.
You know, and I had to, they like, man, April, you won't come around the guys no more. I gotta think about what I got at home. Right. Y'all don't pay no bills.
Right.
Y'all don't fix no cars. Y'all don't take no garbage out there. Y'all don't do that. So it all depends on where your mind frame is. You can't be young and, like, I know people that have it had closed doors, like, hey, I'm gonna meet you, I'm gonna say I'm at so-and-so house.
Right.
Nah, I mean, if you gotta do all that, you shouldn't be in a relationship. I don't care about the liking and, you know, but when you get disrespectful, you know, you see comments.
Right.
And you get disrespectful, like, damn, baby, what that ass do? You know, you get disrespectful.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm gonna step in and hurt both y'all feelings. You know what I'm saying?
We overanalyze it. Well, first of all, social media does make it easy to get action. It make it easy for you to get action. Because you can just jump in people's, you know what I'm saying, DMs, stuff happen. And women now are different. It's different from when, you know, late 80s, early 90s. Women now tell you, be like, hey, what's up? What's up? Man, let me slide through. Slide through what? Like, what you know, if you ain't, you know, when I got out my marriage, I was slow to the game a little bit. It's been gone for a minute.
Right.
So it was like, whoa, what you mean? You gonna slide through what? Oh, hold on. You know, I'm cool. Right. So you gotta get hip to it, but I said that to say, you know, let's not overanalyze likes, hard ass, that stuff, because it becomes trivial. And now you're putting stress on your relationship that need not be there. I think April made a great point. Disrespect. Disrespect is if you're in a relationship and you jumping other folks' DMs, that's disrespect. If you jumping under a picture, talking about some what that motherfucking mouth do, absolutely, that's disrespect. Cause you know what I'm saying? You got an old lady feel completely on how you approach women, how you deal with them, and vice versa. Men also, it just changes the playing field. I have to manage it what works for me. So what works for me may not work for everybody else. For me, I'm not, and I make it known at the top, I'm not discussing social media. And if this situation between you and I turns into a relationship or something serious, what I will do is take a hiatus from social media for a few months to concentrate on us and solidify this, then I'll come back. I grant you that. But we're not finna get into a lot of talking about what's going on my page and what's going on your page. We gotta be grown-ups about it, you know what I'm saying?
That's bullshit.
That's childish.
Yeah.
And that's what it's childish and you got trusted. That's what it's
You want this smoke? You want your picture up there? You want the smoke to come with it? If you want the smoke, we're not talking about the smoke when it comes. I'm gonna post you. So we're not having a conversation about what this girl said, what that girl said. We're not gonna do none of that. So it's rules to it. I post your picture. Right. Smoke is yours.
Yeah.
So I can leave your picture off of here and you ain't got to deal with none of it.
Exactly.
But, you know, liking the picture, my rules are this. I just give you my rules. Liking, I shouldn't hear nothing from you from a relationship. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Because that's what Instagram for. I mean,
Like.
Post some pictures for you like.
Like. I can't do nothing about that. An unsolicited DM, I shouldn't be in no conversation with you about that. Because you can see on there, this wasn't solicited. She's shooting her shot. I'm ignoring. Well, how I know you're gonna ignore it? You're gonna have to live with that. You gonna have. That's a you thing. It ain't me. I personally, I get touched anytime I gotta do this with a woman. Let me see your phone. I'm too old. Just let's be cool. If you need that type of security, let's get you some ADT and somebody else. I can't do it.
Let's get ADT.